Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down the Thunder's 109-96 win over the Charlotte Hornets last Saturday. This was a pretty dominant effort. I know the first three quarters the first two quarters were a little bit close. Charlotte made it very competitive. However, the Thunder were really able to separate in the third quarter and kind of ran away with it ever since. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so Charlotte won the tip. They're going to run this inbounds play. They're going to get the ball to Sexton. Sexton's going to float to this side of the court. And Bridges is going to set a screen on Wallace, and Knoppel's going to come back up to the top here. There's also going to be a screen set right here. And so if the shot's there, they're going to take it. But as you'll see, Knoppel's going to drive in the middle of the paint. And he's going to get a nice looking basket here. Again, Sexton's going to flow over here as soon as that action happens. Again, Wallace is trailing. Good screen. Good hedge by Hartenstein to disrupt the shot. However, as you can see, Knoppel's going to attack Kayson's lead foot right here. He's going to drive around him. 11 does a good job on the Hornets of sealing Hartenstein, so he's not allowing him to help. Good seal. And Chet's like a second late off the help. So if Chet just goes up already and kind of blocks this off, nothing would happen. Instead, he's a second late. It's a very, very late contest on the ball. Good layup. Okay, so on this next play, we have an inbound set from the Thunder. Dort and Hartenstein are going to set a double screen for Shai. Shai's going to do a really nice job of attracting both defenders. The defense is collapsed. Hartenstein does a good job of relocating under the basket. Easy 2 points here. Okay, so Wallace is going to bring the ball up mid-court. You'll notice Charlotte is in man-to-man defense right now, but throughout this game, they switched a lot of their screens. And so they switch it. You have 7-foot Chet on a 6-foot Colin Sexton. Gets the ball to him. See, they're face guarding Shai here. But again, he has the mismatch he wants. Gets a good floater in. Comes up a little short, but I love this effort by Chet here. Still going after the ball. Again, worked really hard for this basket, but just love to see the effort by Chet here. Okay, Knoppel's going to bring the ball up. Again, Thunder in man-to-man defense. They're going to run an inside handoff. And they're going to throw the ball back up to the top. Miles Bridges is going to set a ghost screen. Again, it has Dort backing up a little bit to anticipate the screen. And Colin Sexton just sets up for a three. Okay, so for this next set for the Hornets, Bridges has the ball outside the three-point line. We're going to have Knoppel setting a screen for their big man. He's going to come back up top. He's going to replace. Then we're going to have him come set a screen on Chet. And they're going to do a handoff. It'll be an inside handoff right here. He's just going to try to attack downhill. Really like this set from the Hornets. However, the Thunder play this very well. Wallace does a good job getting a chunk of him on the screen, just providing a little bit of help for Hartenstein. And the ball screen on. And then again, Thunder do a really nice job of switching everything, just playing really disciplined defense here. And forces Miles Bridges into all of the Oklahoma City help. It's really good contest on the ball. Overall, just phenomenal defense by the Thunder on this position. So for this next play from the Thunder, you see you have Isaiah Joe bringing the ball up to midcourt. Charlotte's still in man-to-man defense. But the Thunder are going to run an action called loading the gun. And you'll see here, essentially what loading the gun means is you have your shooter coming off of a handoff, but it's also a screen built into it. And again, you do this with your big because defenders that are guarding the big, they don't want to have to switch onto a guard, just makes a mismatch. So you see Hartenstein's man's all the way here in help inside the paint. And so you're going to allow your shooter to get a wide open three. Unfortunately, Joe just misses it, but really like the set by the Thunder. I mean, Joe makes this probably 8 out of 10 times. Okay, so on this next play for the Hornets, they're going to run a two-man game between Sexton and number 11. They're going to run a twist action. So again, a twist is just whenever the first screen, it's just trying to set him up for the second screen, set up the defender for the second screen. So you see her right here, runs a perfect twist. Hartenstein is backpedaling, anticipating that Sexton's going to drive. Instead, Sexton pulls up for a nice elbow jump shot. I mean, it's a perfect twist. There's not much you can do here. Yeah, see, sets Mitchell up perfectly. Really good screen by 11. Yeah, this is perfect offense. So this is probably my favorite play by the Hornets all night. They're gonna run some misdirection. They're gonna do a screen here. They're gonna do the handoff. 11's gonna slip the screen. As you can see, the Thunder are hedging really hard with Hartenstein here. And the best way to beat the defense when they're hedging is to essentially slip every screen or handoff. And you see, because of that, they're anticipating that Chet is going to play help, which is exactly what he does. Chet's right here. So he sees that the big is going to slip the screen. Chet's going to step up and help, which is the right thing to do. And they have their best three-point shooter, Connaughton, for the Hornets for a wide open corner three. So the Thunder are able to make really nice adjustments to the handoffs, as you saw in the previous clips. Again, the Hornets really liked to do this early on in the game, but you'll see now they're just the Thunder are just slapping the ball every time the handoff is going on. So Isaiah Joe is able to disrupt this handoff. Really good effort here, but diving on the ball. Again, really good help defense. Sexton probably should have just shot the floater here, but instead he sees Chet's right here. Again, everything is defended really nicely here. Really good help defense. He's forced to kick it out. Only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. And yeah, AJ Mitchell does a really nice job of forcing Sexton into Chet here on help if he decides to keep on driving. Instead, forces a shot clock violation. So Thunder are down 6 with 4:53 left in the second quarter. You have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Shai realizes this. He has Colin Sexton's playing deny defense, so he's one pass away. And Shai's already sizing up. He has the mismatch he wants. And he's going to get into one of his favorite moves, which is the one dribble step back for a nice three-pointer. Again, as soon as he sees that his defender backs up right there, that little hop step, he has him beat already. Really nice three. Okay, so Case and Wallace is going to bring the ball up. Again, the Hornets are still in man-to-man defense. They're just going to run a simple P&R, which is just a pick and roll. And see, Trey Mann's a little too late off the help. So Case and Wallace is going to dunk the ball off. Really nice set. Okay, so it's the start of the third quarter. Shai's going to set a ball screen for Wallace's man. Going to get the ball back up top. Hartenstein's going to set screen here. And Chet's going to come off of it. I would have liked to see Chet truly curl. Like, Hartenstein does a really nice job of setting the screen on Bridges. I think if Chet just keeps on curling off of that screen, he probably has a nice basket there for him, or a nice floater. Instead, brings the ball back up top. 4 for the Hornets is going to just kind of hedge really hard. Not really sure what he's doing, but Wallace is able to slip this and does a nice cut. Again, 11 steps up, dumps it off to Hartenstein. So Shai's able to get the mismatch he wants off of a long rebound. Again, you have Chet You have Chet right here as the release player in case Bridges decides to come and help. So that's why Chet's already spotting up for the three. Bridges ends up coming. He can instantly kick it out if he wants to Chet. However, he creates enough separation between the two of them. And Bridges is too far away to even contest this shot fully. So Shai gets in his bag. Again, he forces all of his momentum against him and creates that separation. Stops on a dime. Again, the Hornets are going to run another handoff play here to get Bridges downhill. It doesn't end up happening, so he kicks it back out to Sexton. Again, the Thunder just make really nice adjustments. So you see they're preparing for another handoff. However, Wallace is able to get a piece of it there. Again, just trying to stop the ball anytime the ball is being handed off. And they have a 2-on-1 mismatch. Nice lob to Chet here. Okay, so the Thunder are about to run this nice set. Probably one of my favorite plays of the game from them. Hartenstein's going to set a screen. And then Dort is going to set a screen on Ihart's man. And you're still going to have Shai attacking downhill. This is to kind of get two different looks if they want it. So because Dort is setting his the screen on Ihart's man, Ihart is just going to roll. So you have the alley-oop right here if you want it from Shai. Or if Lu Dort's man is late coming off the screen, playing help, then Shai has a nice, easy layup. And so you see Trey Mann, he's already not anticipating that Shai's driving, so he's a second late, which is enough for Shai to get a nice layup. But again, if Bridges doesn't help off of the back screen right there, you have Ihart crashing for an alley-oop if you want it right there, but instead you see Bridges is helping, and so you even have Chet spotting up right there if you want it. Again, the Thunder were really able to go on a long run and able to separate themselves in the third quarter here. So there's 106 left here in the third. It's 84-67. Thunder are going to show 2-3 defense. So again, you have two defenders up top, and you have three defenders down low. They each have their own zone here. It's one of the most basic zone defenses in basketball. Again, Charlotte is trying to get the ball inside and trying to create penetration inside the paint. Mitchell does a nice job getting his man back. Again, they're still trying to penetrate, and 15's able to get a really nice block on this play here. I mean, that's why you have 7-footers in the paint, right? Just an unreal wingspan. Really nice set by the Thunder here. Again, 11:28 left in the fourth. You're going to have Mitchell setting a screen onto Bridges, and Chet's going to go under, trying to create an easy basket right here. They actually get exactly what they want. I wish Hartenstein would have thrown this ball. See, Bridges kind of spins out of it, so there's a ton of space between him and Chet. If he throws the ball now, I mean, Sexton can't even defend Chet right here. If he throws the ball now, there's enough separation between Chet and Bridges. Could have easily dumped the ball off. Instead, you're going to have Mitchell going over the top of this double screen. It's kind of like an elevator screen, except Wallace and Jang ends up closing out the screen off. But again, Mitchell's going to come off. You're going to run a nice little ball screen. And so now you have pick and roll with Mitchell and Hartenstein. And this is just unreal body control for Mitchell again, attacking. Gets the bump, finishes with the left. It's a nice little floater for a nice little and one. Really like what I'm seeing from Mitchell these last few games again. He's very decisive, very aggressive. Exactly what we need in J-Dub's absence. Okay, so on this next play, you have Mitchell going in transition. He's able to see that Hartenstein's man is trailing for a nice dunk. I mean, yeah, this is pretty bad transition defense by the Hornets. I mean, again, you probably want Bridges here staying and help But again, he also has his man here. Knuppel just needs to really dive back into the paint, play help. Instead, it's just really bad transition defense, but the Thunder are able to capitalize on it. Okay, last breakdown of the game here. You're gonna have Chet isoing Knuppel. Chet loves getting to his spin move, and so he's able to create some separation there. He sees that 11 has picked him up, and so iHeart is crashing down into the side of the dunker spot. Kicks it out. Nice floater. Okay, so that'll wrap up the video. Again, the final score of this game was 109-96. That pushes the Thunder to 13-1 on the season. The Thunder play Monday night. I'll be sure to watch the game, and I'll try and get a breakdown out to you guys tomorrow. Again, if you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to leave a comment. Again, I'm open to any and all suggestions, so be sure to give me some advice if there's anything you guys want to see moving forward. I'll be sure to try and add that. But yeah, that'll wrap up the video. Thank you guys.